Greetings to anybody who's currently watching this video. This was meant as a one-shot for a couple of hours, but it ended up branching into a multi-day affair. My name is Phoenix Atreides. My other alias was Dark Phoenix, and my real name is Mike. I am a first-time DM. This is the actual first attempt at it. Uh, I played D&D, I think, two other times with friends on Roll20. So we got all the Derp Islanders together, and I offered to attempt to do a DM because it's been a while since we played a game. And I got 4 people to join in. Spam, our friend from Britain, UG, our friend from Maryland, Kisker, our friend from Missouri, and Citizen of Denial, our friend from Virginia. And varying level of experience on D&D between everybody. So this was a one-shot called Bogger's Man, gotten from Roll20. It was $5. It was given to me as a gift from Yuji to do an attempt. There wasn't much to it. It was basically a very short one-shot. There was a puzzle, a little bit of fighting, and pretty much no transitions. There's only like a handful of locations. So I kind of broadened it, made some maps, kind of improved a few things. In the process of the narrative, we added in a couple other things, like the Redfoots, and everyone seems to enjoy it. They seem to enjoy the improv elements as well as the one-shot. So the goal now is that these characters will follow through into multiple one-shots. So it's the same characters, same kind of story, but one shot to one shot with a little bit of improv in between and kind of connecting everything as a greater narrative. So I'm learning this as I go. So I apologize again if I make mistakes or if I don't quite DM the traditional way. It's not really intentional, but as long as everyone's enjoying it, I'm not really going to alter much. So let's get into the actual elements themselves here. The continent is one called Zeravox. It's the main continent. It's in this particular area where they are with the one shots. It's dwarven focused, but other travelers, other races are there as well. The town itself is Mudgrip. It's a little town on the outside of an entrance to an underground dwarven city. The inn that they start in is the Troll Stew Tavern and Inn. That's the place from the one shot. Everything else is kind of added in to expand on it. The 4 main characters that we have. Firstly, we have our halfling fighter. He's stout with brown hair, brown eyes. His name is Zorthu. This character is portrayed by Kisker, one of the more experienced D&D players that we have. You could tell by the way he is a little bit more focused in combat, seems to easily know what he's doing. His moves are pretty quick. The character itself is overall a good guy, looking to get jobs, taking tasks, willing to help others. The character, though, has a very secretive past. You don't know much about this character coming in, and the party doesn't really learn much about him other than he's helpful. DM privilege, it's all very interesting. Nothing more than that. So the profile picture I chose for this video, I grabbed online. It's a very good description of what the character looks like, but it wasn't ours. It's the character's name is Thorn Stroke. The image itself. We'll have a proper profile picture later on. Second is Spam's character. She's a female dragonborn that follows the monk fighting style and the way of the open hand. Spam's character arrived on the continent under questionable means, but has since become somewhat of a well-known or rather well-intentioned adventurer. The character's name is Katlo Daliani, and she is a gray-skinned dragonborn with white scale accents, and quite enjoys the color purple. And well, Spam portrays her very well. She's very stubborn and quick to jump into a fight. Kind of set in her ways a bit. She'll take the quick action most often than not. Won't really hesitate too much. She definitely has a soldier's intellect, though. She's able to decipher situations pretty quickly. She can tell a threat when a threat is present, and overall a well-rounded character. I've been enjoying this one. Next up, we have Catechus Rex. This character is a rather tall Leonin with a dark reddish-brown fur and a black mane. The character was created by Yuji. Catechus Rex is a little strange. Well, a little is a may not be the word. It's a Leonin that acts more like a cat than a lion. So you will see the character do silly things, have odd mannerisms, um, wanting to eat things that aren't traditional food, and just kind of playish antics. So it's not fully what you would expect with a lion, but when push comes to shove, at the end of the day, it's a fighter, and Catechus Rex can hold his own. And lastly is a Citizen of Denial. His character is a kobold known as Molotov. I'll go into more of the introduction in the next episode because he was delayed by work and wasn't able to make it for this first upload. So I'm just kind of mentioning him here, but I'll give more of a formal introduction next time. Alright, and with all of that out of the way, you're familiar with the characters that I am familiar with now, and well, let's just jump into it. Do you hear the music?
Yep.
Yes.
It's very low for me.
It is very low.
Why are we listening to Gangnam Style?
Alright, the city of Artificia, once founded by a small group of inspired artificers, has now become the center of artification and golemancy in all of the realm. Its towering walls of ivory white stand out among the lush green of the forest surrounding it. A glistening river of deep blue separates before the city and reforms again, as if to show its respect. It is said that only opportunity and wealth await courageous adventurers who enter its walls. Our adventure begins nowhere near this place. Instead, we are at the outskirts of the kingdom, in an area known as Bogger's Deep, a small underground dwarf town with a citadel and deep tunnels into the earth. Seeking shelter, you find yourself in a local tavern outside the entrance to this area, known as Troll Stew Tavern and Inn. The inn is packed by several others, also seeking shelter from the storm outside.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That was a
what?
medieval hey sexy lady. You can't fool me. First we have mock sexy lady. God damn it, I love this.
The Tidy Inn has a small number of patrons that consist of mostly dwarves. The room is dimly lit and has a single bar that runs along one wall. On another wall stands a grand fireplace with a portrait of a stern-looking gray-bearded dwarf that seems to watch over the entire establishment. A doorway to a short hall leads to a descending staircase. A sign on the wall, written in a variety of languages, reads "Guest Rooms." A cherry-looking dwarf busily cleans and stacks mugs and plates behind the bar. Hanging on the wall is a board filled with paper, want ads, missing persons, pets, items, many other things can be found here. The most recent want ad seems to be placed directly in the middle. Your characters are sitting at various places in the inn, in the tavern. What do you do?
First off, I'd like to say that the description doesn't match the picture.
I know.
Good try, though.
They were recently remodeled.
My character would like to ask, in Is there like a like a waitress or something in here?
There it goes.
I would like to ask the waitress for a saucer of milk.
I hate you.
Hold on, putting. Okay. Let's see. All right, here's the waitress here.
Fucking hate you, Dark. Why are we listening to this song?
That's just standard.
Did you not notice?
Oh god, how many of these do you have?
It's fucking horrible.
It's just standard tavern music.
I swear to god it was, and now I hear it and I hate it.
Yes, I would like to ask the young lady for a saucer of milk. Yes, please.
That'll be 5 copper.
Sure.
Sorry, wait, I gotta use the voice. It's a barmaid. That'll be 5 copper,
Oh
Captain.
god.
Oh god, no, not again. Sure, take the 5 copper.
Get out of my sight and never come back.
Let's see if there's a saucer of milk in this thing.
Get down to items.
So I'm up here with the bartender, right?
Yes.
You actually gave him a
Just takes your 5 copper and walks away.
Okay.
Wherever barmaids go.
I'm going to take the saucer of milk and place it on the floor and start lapping out the milk out the
Why
bowl.
can't you do that on the table? What the fuck?
Because I like being difficult. I'm a fucking cat. Leave me alone.
Let the bar patrons kind of shoot you an eye,
Yeah, I was
raise
just
their brow, and get back to what they do. Just shaking their heads, going, travelers.
That includes my character, definitely just be like, okay.
And, what
Alright,
is your character?
Okay, yeah. I guess first I'd order a drink for the bartender, and then like, just a beer or something.
Just a standard beer?
Yeah, just a standard beer, please.
We only serve one size here. 5 copper.
I throw him 5 copper, and while he's preparing, I say, so, is there anything happening around here of interest at the moment?
Well, this board behind me has most of the ads in the area. The had a couple lost pets, a few missing children. They're pretty much accounted for now. Old Boggers man has been looking for help, though. He pays a guide who comes in here every so often looking for adventurers. The few of them went off before, but I haven't seen any of them, and as far as I know, he still needs help. I got the ad here if you want me to read it to you.
Yeah, go for it if you could.
The bartender slicks back his few strands left on his head, puts on a little monocle, clears his throat. Got me a goblin problem, and I'm too old and too bothered to deal with it myself. If you thinks yourself dwarf enough to handle it, come on and find me in the old Boggers Man house, outside the city in the cave. There is a reward. Hope I captured his essence there.
I think you did very well.
Man, no one knows what the reward is. He's had this poster for quite a while. A couple of adventurers have gone off. Never seen him again. It's probably not a good sign, but it's still needs help.
Alright. Where can I find this old bogus man?
Well, if you're not familiar with the area, it's through several paths in the woods. You're best off waiting for the guide if you can. But the road outside the tavern going towards the left would be the best. But with the storm raging outside, it might be better off waiting in the morning. Now, like I said, I've seen several adventurers leave and not come back, so you might want to see if you can get some help.
Sounds like a smart idea. I'll wait until the morning, wait for the guide, see if anybody else expresses interest, can you let me know?
I'll wave a ball at you, as long as you keep the drinks.
Of course. In the case, I imagine at that point Calo starts necking her drink. And she'll throw one silver to the bartender for the help.
Takes the coin and bites it, nods, and back to bartending.
There you go. Alright, that's me for now.
Victor, what does your character do besides seeing that big lion drinking its milk?
I need a mug of ale and a hunk of cheese.
I hate both of you, it turns out.
Did you order that from the barmaid, or are you shouting that to the barkeep?
Shouting that to the barmaid? Why'd I shout it to the barkeep? I'm nowhere near him.
I assume you're the one in red.
I'm the pinkish figure.
Back.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be right back with your beer and cheese. That is. Strangely, no cheese. Sorry, we're out of cups. Here's the jug. Just pretend that's cheese. We still have extra large portions in this tavern. 5 copper. For the inconvenience of it being a jug and not a cup.
Okay. I'll pay up.
Takes the copper and gets back to stretching across the tile and then shrinking back. Okay. Right, and now what you do?
Well, I eat the cheese and I drink my ale.
While he's doing that, there's a massive storm going on outside right now, yeah?
Yes. Thunder, lightning, crashes, all kinds of things.
So really, we should be playing the Song of Storms.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't find it.
And your pricing is ridiculous, Tark.
So we got this
Cat.
character. Oh, go ahead.
The cat wants to pick his empty bowl up off the floor. Kind of sniff the air a little bit. Something hits his nose. I believe it's the cheese. He walks over to the tiefling.
Tiefling.
Just give.
At a character, you can move your character.
Isn't Kisker a tiefling? I don't know what
No.
the hell you are. What are you?
Halfling.
Halfling. Walks over to the halfling. Kind of gives him that like needy cat look with with like glint in his eye, and meows at him and points at the cheese.
Oh my god, please.
I'll break off some cheese for him and toss it on the ground.
Lion kind of bats the cheese around a little bit, eats it, and kind of like wraps his body around his chair while laying on the floor.
You are. Oh my god.
I'm just picturing this now, and it's
Also-
Yeah.
A gallon of milk goes for 2 silver.
I'm just imagining my character looking from over here, just slowly sipping on the beer, just like, what the fuck?
Bartender takes notice of Spam's character looking over. You know, that cat one's really strange. You might want to recruit him. If you're still interested in that job. It's acting a little funky, but it's a big cat. Can't really go wrong throwing that thing at things.
I mean, I can't disagree with you. It's a cat. Big cat.
Well, I've never seen a cat like that before. I thought it was somebody's pet. They dressed in one of those weird sweater things, you know, like the little animal sweaters that people seem to be buying now with this new fad. But it has coin, so I don't care.
Has coin and apparently has cheese now. Yeah, I guess. Worth a shot, right? With that said, Carlo gets up and approaches the... You're a kobold, right, Kiska? Or what are you, sorry?
Once again, I'm a halfling.
Halfling, sorry. Approaches the halfling and the giant lion wrapped around your feet, apparently, and chair. I guess, yeah. So I'll walk over and...
Sorry, all out of cheese.
I'm not looking for cheese. How would you two like to earn some coin?
Click, click, click. You just have a brain fart?
What?
Your volume's low.
I'm gonna fucking kill this. Where's the boost? Hang on.
Speaking like that, you come in clear.
How would you two like to earn some coin?
Well, I mean, I'm an adventurer, obviously.
Well, it turns out that there's a post for what was that? What was the guy's name? Dark,
Loggers
sorry.
fan.
There's a barker's man who's looking for adventurers with a reward attached in the woods nearby, so that'll be going tomorrow. Looks like it's a group effort though, so if you are interested, we could try and head down there tomorrow. Apparently there's a guide that can take us there.
Sounds good to me. I can look for blue ribbon marks then. Blasted storm.
The storm is very bad right now. Alright, well, in that case, we'll try to go at the crack of dawn tomorrow.
The cat has bonded to the half-elf for feeding him.
I don't even know who the
First
fucking half-elf
travel.
is. Nobody can get my fucking...
Has bonded to the half-elf as the first person he's physically talked to in this new land of strange things. And he tells the other character that I go where my boss goes.
I've been a tiefling. Nobody can get my fucking species right.
Have something.
Halfling!
What did I say? Half-elf?
Yeah.
I think they're like hobbit kind of things.
Basically.
Yeah.
It's been this halfling has this giant jug of beer and this big thing of cheese, and now has this gigantic cat man curled around his
Obviously,
chair.
I'm a
who's just told you-
motherfucking beast tamer.
Who's just told you that the halfling is his boss. How do you react to this?
I'm just waiting for me and Span to sit next to each other, and someone refers to the dragon, and he's like the big one or the little one.
I say, alright, I'll see you. Carlo's completely thrown off by that because just like, you have a lion beast pet thing. Okay. I'll see you first thing tomorrow then. And with that, she was going to go to bed, but now she needs another drink.
All of a sudden, there's a loud clap of lightning and thunder.
Cat jumps on the ceiling with his claws into the ceiling.
Yushi's character is now dangling from the ceiling. All of a sudden, the bar door slams open, and in runs a dragonborn.
Oh, something else to confuse with.
Cat hisses at the dragonborn for startling it.
Dragonborn's just standing there, and the barkeep yells out, "Jarmash! Welcome! What can we do for the town's hero?"
Okay.
The dragonborn falls forward, dead. Arrows sticking out of its back.
Oh!
That ain't good. Remember how I said they never came back? Well, he's the first one.
He's dead.
I would like to go over to him
Did anybody have any healing magic, maybe?
and investigate him and the arrows. See if they look like they're goblin arrows.
Alright, roll investigation.
I'm so good at this!
Holy shit.
Oh, wow. You take a look at the arrows, and you don't notice the crude workmanship of goblins, or the chipped stones that they would usually have as arrowheads. You see a very clean arrow. Looks very store-bought, although you're familiar with it being used by highwaymen in some situations. The tail feathers are black and red.
Well, it wasn't goblins.
Just immediately blame goblins. I think.
No, I just said it wasn't.
Oh, you cut out.
It wasn't goblins.
Okay.
Anybody else gonna do anything?
Cat wants to rummage through the dead person's pockets.
In the middle of.
Strangely enough, I didn't roll a loot table for this character because I was not expecting that, and I feel like I should have.
Definitely should.
Well, I mean, there's at least a couple of arrows in his back.
Well, okay, hang on. While the lion is doing that, I feel like Catlo's obligated to go, maybe not do that to the person who's just died in front of everybody.
How do you react to that?
Is he actually dead?
Lion walks over to the supposed dead person and sniffs him.
You go over to the dead person, and you notice your halfling boss trying to check a pulse.
And apparently he sniffs him.
Yes, I sniffed the dead
Move
person.
your character then, jeez.
Oh God, where's the dead person?
That's a good sense of smell.
In front of the door.
Oh God, I don't even see. Oh,
Your boss
that's
is pink.
That's a rug.
Your boss
Hold
is
on
pink.
a second. Let me help with this.
There we go.
Now there's blood. There you go. But I want to see if he's actually dead, or critically injured and needs medical attention, aka 0 HP.
What would that be? A health check? Roll a health check.
That would probably be
Medicine. Yeah.
medicine. Oh yeah, I'm really good at these.
Wow.
Oh,
Okay.
and you've got a nat 20 anyway.
Even though you have no form of medical background whatsoever, your travels have given you a sense of things slightly medical. You could tell without a fraction of a doubt, this man is dead.
Cat wishes to pick up the dead body in his mouth and
Why?
take it over to the bar.
No,
No.
stop that. Leave that.
Fine.
Hey, you can only eat things on the menu, cat.
Damn it.
What do you want to do with his body? We don't want it to bleed out over your nice rug all over the place.
Cat says he'll eat it.
No.
No. Damn it. I have a feeling that'll make more of a mess. Cat.
Can I get an arm?
No.
No.
Damn.
The bartender, cautious of the cat's sudden craving for flesh, throws a steak at him.
He's not the only one.
That'll do.
It's on the house as long as you leave it alone.
Cat pounces
I
on the
just-
steak.
I just look at the bartender, and you're sure these guys are the best choice to go adventuring with?
I literally said throw the cat at something.
I don't know. I feel like the cat's gonna throw itself at me at this rate.
I don't know. It looks like it likes eating people. If people are involved in their bed, maybe. But do you know that guy? I mean, he came into town. He did a lot of odd jobs, things like fetching people flour and collecting 3 red flowers and things like that. So he made a name for himself as the town hero. So that's why I greeted him as such.
Cat says in the background, that's oddly Pacific.
Yeah,
I mean,
they make adventurers do a lot of fetch quests.
Does he look familiar?
But I figured since you're a Dragonborn and he's a Dragonborn, I don't know, you might know each other.
I'm gonna drag the body outside so it doesn't bleed out over everything.
No, I do not know him as far as I'm aware.
Alright, I don't know anything about Dragonborns. I know there's something about clans and not clans. And we don't see many. So a lot of it is just stereotyping.
Well, just don't assume too much, and we'll get along just fine.
I see your halfling friend brought him outside in the rain.
I don't know if I would call him a friend yet, but I better go check that they're not gonna do something stupid.
Drag him over here in the bushes.
That's a big... Where'd that squiggle... Is that from me?
That's you. I can't move that. And I can't draw that, so that's your squiggle. You're moving the
Biggest
blood
squig-
now.
Yeah, I'm gonna nod to the barkeeper, then follow the halfling outside.
Remember, it's raining, so you're like under the awning of the inn as this downpour is happening.
Wait, what are you trying to do with the body right now?
I didn't want it to bleed all over his rug.
Cat comes to the door.
He's definitely dead. It wasn't goblins.
Cat comes to the door, notices there's a heavy downpour, and kind of looks at it and then goes back inside.
Probably right to
Alright.
the fireplace, where it's warm.
Maybe. Okay, well, I'm looking around. Is there any other like guards or stuff around?
I see nobody.
You look outside, looking around. It's a pretty heavy downpour. It's pretty dark. All you can see is the gate to the dwarven city, gated off. The guards look like they're off duty or possibly just inside. No one official seems to be outside, at least for the moment.
Well,
You want to
The
rummage through his
barkeep
loot or me?
yells. What?
I look up at Spazzcaster like, you want to rummage through his loot or me? I mean, how else are we going to find out if he's got any other clues on him? We can't let it just sit here.
I was. Catlow looked at them and like was very like you shouldn't. Okay, but the clues though, shit.
The barkeep yells out.
I know the fletchings aren't goblin, but other than that, all I know is he was shot by arrows. Not useful.
I'm gonna make a roll for my character on this because I'm actually not sure how they would. Because on the one hand, rummaging through a dead person's pockets is bad, but on the other hand, getting some information might be good.
Remember, you don't always have to take the money if you find it.
That's another thing.
I mean, literally, it's more like checking ID. Did he have a map
Right.
on him? You know, clues of where he was.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Well-
not, I'm going to steal all his stuff because I want his stuff.
I mean, your lion seems to be trying to do that.
Well, he won't come out in the rain, apparently, so.
It's his lion now.
Okay, fine. We'll look through his pockets, but leave anything of worth in there. I feel bad about just taking it.
Okay, so we rummage through his things to try to find if he had anything on him, especially things that might be like maps of where he was, notes,
Letters,
journals.
maybe.
coin purse.
Who's doing the
Oi.
searching? Or are you both doing the searching?
I think we're both just patting him down.
All right, both of you
Yeah,
are patting him down. Roll investigation.
I guess in this case, I will do a help action on his, so he can roll again because it would have been with advantage.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
just
that way we're
mash
not
it.
both rolling and both doing different things because we're both doing the same thing. But I'm going to count mine as a help action to make it more streamlined. So roll again. Okay, so we got a 50.
50. And that's like, but I'm assuming that's just an overall search of the entire body.
Yeah, that's why I didn't feel like it was worth rolling each of us. It'd been like a helping. We're both trying to find out.
I think it makes sense. Yeah.
So you're searching the body, patting it down, being careful to avoid any of the hitting any of the arrows. You find 20 silver, a gold coin. You find a common health potion. You see a tattered cloth that looks like it came off like a coat or a scarf. One thing you do notice is there's an impression of what looks like used to be a necklace on the skin or scaly skin of his neck. Just an impression, something that a necklace you wear for a long term would leave.
Like a chain mark, like glasses leave marks on the nose and stuff.
Yeah. And you also find like an etching, kind of like a photograph, except not a picture taken, just like a charcoal etching that's now stained with blood of a female dragonborn. You don't recognize her, but you could tell it meant a lot to this person. And strangely enough, a few vials of what looks like ale, but nothing really more than that.
So nothing really indicating.
I would
what
like
they
to
were
look
doing.
closer at those strange vials.
And drink them.
Well, no. Look at them and see if there's anything in them besides the ale colors, and then maybe smell one. And the GM goes silent.
Oh, sorry. I took my finger off control. All right. I would say do. What would this be? What roles are based on food?
Food?
Like tasting.
I mean,
Like tasting odors.
Either nature or perception,
Yeah.
maybe survival.
I would say do nature.
Do a nature roll. Not a survival roll?
I'll give you whichever one's better. Alright, this man's not allowed to do damage attacks.
No, I'm using up all my good rolls now.
Just say
I
you've rolled consistently high now, so when we get into combat, you're gonna die.
Alright, so you you take out the vials. There's about 7 of them in total. They all are partially translucent. They got like a yellowish amber color to them. Some are more darker than others, and you shake it a little bit, and you see it has just a slight bit of fizziness to it.
Are they piss vials?
Out of character, I can promise you they're not.
Okay. That's
Well, I
why
mean,
thought
I'm
you were
gonna uncork one and give it a waft and maybe put a dab on my finger and taste it.
All right, you give
I
it
gotta try to identify this shit.
give it a waft, and you could tell it definitely is some kind of alcohol. Has subtle hints of jasmine and brown rice.
It's some kind of booze.
Do you taste it?
I give it a little taste.
You can tell that it's definitely an ale of some kind. It seems a little stronger than most. This was one of the darker amber ones that you found.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, seal it back up. It's some sort of alcohol. Okay. Mystery solved.
Maybe the bartender would know.
Okay, so let's gather up his things, and we'll take him to the bartender and ask him if he's ever seen alcohol like these before. With the vials.
Sorry, who are you?
You brought them inside to the bartender, or are you still
Yeah,
outside?
I'm gonna gather up his things.
Okay.
All of his things, all of his belongings, all this stuff on them. And
So he's naked now.
no, not his clothing.
Okay.
Just a deterrent for thieving. Gather his things up. He has a picture. It might be his wife. Don't know. It was important to him. Gather his things up. We're going to go to the bartender with his things.
Okay.
I'm going to ask the bartender if he's ever seen alcohol like the things in the vials, and if we could track down the woman in the etching. Because these are his things, and they should go to her. So I guess I'm inside now next to the bar.
Can't see that you came back inside and just kind of cups up behind you.
That's next to him.
Yeah,
close enough.
next to him, side to
So
him.
these are his
Small, I'm
things, and these are alcohol. Have you ever seen booze like this before?
Bartender raises a brow, picks one of the vials in his hand. Don't recognize the coloring, but pops open the top. This is different. Unique, not something we would have in the area. He tastes it. So, ooh, it's pretty strong.
Bit strong, kind of florally.
Yeah. It's like a jasmine note. Something else.
That's what I got from it too.
Then he puts the cork back on and spins it around his finger. He's like, this is a brewer's mark etched into this vial. It's you might know this of these. It's a brewery. It's a Dragonborn clan. I remember one of them came by trying to sell things. It's these are sample vials. It's I forget the name. It's like Delmerv, Delamar, Delaware, something Del. One of those Dragonborn clans. Brewers. I guess Jarmash, he never talked much about his family, but yeah, now that I see this, he had a... Yeah.
I don't know if it's mom, sister, lover, but I mean, carried a picture with him all times, so probably important, right?
I never saw him with anybody, but it's seemed like a journeyman, like just trying to venture out, you know. I guess could be family. Family's important, you know. This is all his stuff? You
Yeah, this
collect
is
it
his
all?
stuff. Except his clothing. We ain't gonna leave a naked body out in the rain, Rotten.
No.
Hopefully
I'll
you can
have,
get him buried when the rain clears.
I'll have one of the barmaids cover him with a blanket. Gonna keep him outside so it doesn't smell, but it'll keep the animals away.
I can take care of the body for you.
No cat.
No,
God
you
damn.
bury the heroes.
You got that
Or
steak. That's all you're
Or
getting.
you burn them into ashes and put them in urns. You remember
Just get a
heroes.
bone.
I'll have the constable after the rain stops. I'll send for one of the guards and see if they have a more formal way of communicating with the this clan symbol. See if they can get a hold of them. See what needs to be done. If they can't get here, then yeah, that's what we do. We burn our dead if we can't get them the rights. But thank you guys. Bartender says drinks are on the house.
He wishes to ask the bartender, would there be a reward to find out who killed him?
1 goblins. It looked like it might be highwaymen.
Well, he was one of those guys who went off to do that quest that was mentioned about the Boggersman. So it's heading that way would probably at least answer some questions.
Oh shit!
It's be lying if I said he was a close friend, but
Are you making a cat joke?
I'm gonna go get them arrows out of him too, so the blanket sits down nice. So I also want to examine the arrows to see if they might have been poisoned.
right.
Also,
I
how
guess
many arrows?
Poisoned arrows. Would that be medicine or would that just be investigation?
It would be investigation if. I mean, either he finds out he's gonna die, or he finds
Well,
out
okay.
he's not.
So I'm
doesn't
gonna
find out he's
pull the
gonna die.
arrows out, and unless they still have goo on them or like channels for poison to flow through, I won't really know if it was poison, unless like the wound is festering a weird color or something.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Wait, let me roll. Just investigation.
Yeah, just investigation. God damn. Like seriously, god damn.
I mean, you see my bonuses there. They're not great.
So you pull out the arrow and examine it. You don't see any hollow indications where a liquid would be. You don't notice anything corrupted about it. It just has stained blood on there from it sitting in the wound. It's still kind of gooey, but just with the bodily liquids itself, nothing that strikes out. The wound itself seems fairly fresh. I'd say probably maybe a couple hours old,
Right,
but nothing.
We'll wipe off the arrow and I'll add it to my collection.
Collection of arrows.
Yeah, I have a quiver and arrows.
I guess mark those off as discovered arrows for now.
Discovered arrow.
Alright. So you took the stuff off the guy, brought it to the bartender. You see him packing it in like a little bundle, putting it behind the bar. Spam, how do you say your character's name?
Catlow.
Girl. Right.
Catlow.
Cutting out.
Fucking Catlow.
Okay, so you say the Q like a C.
It's like Kyotlow or something.
Okay, so Catlow.
Low, yeah, just cat and low.
Great, more cats.
I'm sorry.
Or-
You know,
I in Virginia.
So Catlow.
yeah,
You just saw what the halfling did with the body of the dragonborn brought inside, given to the guy. You still see the cat kind of looking out the door, licking his chops, but not making any moves towards the body. You have any thing to say about what's just going on?
okay, so the body's still outside. Yeah.
The body's
Yeah,
outside.
he's gonna-
The
then he
belongings are
said-
inside at the barkeep.
All right. Well, I'll just no eating the body. Seriously. First off, it could be if did you, those arrows were poisoned or did you not get that?
I
out?
didn't say anything about him.
First off, we don't even know if the body could have been poisoned or something. So, frankly, you could die.
He
The
gives
only
him
thing
a
I said
look.
was that I was going to get the arrows out so that the blankets that the barkeeps was going to put on them to cover them up wouldn't be all
Then
bulgy.
that'll just be Callum's assumption that there could be poison involved. What's the barmaid doing?
The barmaid shuffle, putting a blanket over the body.
Well, we don't know what happened, but the bartender told me that that was one of the people that was that had taken the quest that I had talked to you two previously about.
So we should expect arrows.
We should expect arrows, and we should also ask and see, because apparently there were more adventurers. So, whatever this is, it sounds dangerous, and at the very least, I feel like we should try and figure out what's happening.
Get a good night's sleep before we die? Sounds good to me.
Sounds solid. I'd rather not more adventurers die if we can help it.
Ender leans in and says, when I said drinks were on the house, that goes for the rooms too. Don't have to worry about spending any coin. I respect.
That works for me.
Well, thank you. That's much appreciated. I guess I'll take one more beer and then I'll head to one of the rooms myself. Do you have to cough right into the mic, Yuji?
That wasn't a cough.
It's time to sleep until, the storm clears. Whether that's morning or not, I don't care.
My idea was the crack of dawn, so yeah.
So
That's we all make your...
It's two of us.
Yeah. After drinking her second beer, Kama's gonna. I assume this is the stairs up to their rooms. Yay!
Alright, so his character went to bed. There goes the half. What about you, Cat?
Cat's gonna follow Halfling.
Alright, and it transitions. Woo, time magic. Alright, you hear a rooster crow, and sun begins to pierce through the blinds in your rooms.
Gather my things and run down to pee.
Bartender sees you running frantically. Bathroom's outside.
Okay. Hope the cat didn't follow you there.
Okay. Cat yells, "Where's the litter box?"
Outside.
Apparently both of the men I'm traveling with have no bladder control.
So wait, the cat people tamed themselves into using litter?
Well, I mean, desert cats will bury their droppings to avoid predators.
So I guess you get first talk action, Spam.
He's kind of standing in the middle of the floor right now. What does your character do? Spam?
Anna Baba?
You get first talk action, because we're peeing.
They're peeing, and your character's standing kind of in the middle of the bar right now.
Yeah, I was gonna approach the bar keep again. Good. So, do you know when the guide will be here?
Ah, fancy you mention him. He's that nice dwarven fellow right over there.
I assume the one that's like right next to my character.
How do you make it do the blinking?
Ping,
Click and
and just hold down. Just click and hold, yeah.
That guy.
Okay, that's what's up. Ah, perfect. So in that case, I turn to the guide. So I heard you were the one guiding people to the Boggle. I don't.
That's right, the Baga's Man place.
The Boggins Man place. Thank you.
And it's It's just you?
No, I've got 2 other people with me, but they apparently have no control over their bladders.
Ah, one of those. But yeah, we've been looking for people to help out with this goblin problem. It's been paying me every day. Keep coming in here looking for people to volunteer, take on the job, but I get them, but he keeps telling me he needs more.
Yeah, we just found one of the people that you recruited who came back. Died.
Jamaja. Yeah.
Yeah. He died.
Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. I
Do you
like
have-
that guy. He said he was something like a bit of a boozman back home, but looking for adventure. I guess he found it. But that's not going to happen to you. You're like the cut of your jib. You got this. It's just goblins. I don't understand. But I guess there's a lot of them. People get bored killing them. Can't get to them.
Yeah, I don't understand it either, but I guess that's what we're going to find out.
Those your 2 friends, the halfling and the catman. Who's
dancing around?
Tries to feed this man sugar.
Yeah. Those arrows weren't goblin made, so something else is
Yes,
involved.
they're the ones that I'm going to be that are going to be traveling with us. Yes.
The arrows.
Yeah.
You got shot by arrows?
Yeah, he died by arrow. And, yeah, I'll pull out the arrow. This isn't a goblin-made arrow. So, something else is going on.
Yeah, those,
Especially
look
the
like,
fletching. Look at that.
yeah. It looks like, Alright, I'll guide you to the place. Just, be careful. I like those arrows. It's not goblin arrows.
Nope.
Those things couldn't hit the broadside of a tree. These, avoid these.
These look high quality and precision.
I've never seen black and red tip before. That's
Sand people stand in double file. Stormtroopers go in single file to hide their numbers. Look at these
Get that
blaster
backwards.
marks. Far too accurate for sand people.
and he said the jaw guy was dead. What about his friends?
Haven't seen anybody
no.
else. He's the only one that
Yeah.
came back last night.
He had 2 other people with him. I thought they were all going over there. I guess what happened with them?
I would like
Well-
to. I would like to sniff this guy.
Good. Run sniff check.
Even what check would that be?
Perception.
Perception, I guess.
I'm gonna roll a perception check because I can't hit any buttons. There we go. I have to pop my character sheet. Who put the lion on there? Whatever. Perception. This one. Oop.
It's moderate. Where are you sniffing him?
Neck. Chest area.
Your friends here are kind of friendly.
Don't eat him.
You notice this faint sense of like a cologne, kind of a perfume, like a musky smell. Not like he hasn't showered musky. Like there's an intentional scent. You can tell this man is at least very hygienic.
I'm just gonna say to the party that I don't entrust this guy very much. He smells slimy.
I'll have you know this cologne of mine is very expensive. I take offense to that, cat.
Gives him a menacing glare.
So, cats aside, you guys ready to go?
Yup.
Yeah, we're Ready
Gonna
as
be
we'll ever be.
weary of arrows.
I'm becoming aware now how much taller I am than you.
So he starts heading out the door.
I'll have you know, I am 3'2".
I'm 6'5". I'm literally double your height.
And heading out the door to your
Right
left
on your
there,
shoulders.
you see two guards examining the body and getting ready to bring it wherever bodies go in this area.
The morgue!
Give him a proper send-off. Whether
Cat
it
ask
be
if
an
he can
urn
have the body.
or grave.
What did Yuji just say?
I don't know,
Cat
because
wants-
he's inside the bar still.
Damn it. My character. I have to move the character sheet over here. Did I click? Oh my god! I have to pop.
I mean,
the
that's a whole
character
45 feet away through a door. I don't think I heard him.
sheet. I can't clip that to that. Yeah, huh? I can't click on the board. I move the
Board.
cat. Yeah, I can't.
There you go.
I guess I'm zoomed out too far or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
At 100, you can see things a little easier.
Cat ask what you're gonna do to the body.
We're gonna bring it into the guard tower. We got a cellar that we usually put bodies. We'll check with the barkeep, see if there's any identification that we could try to reach out to, see who can reach in more official channels. After a couple days, if nobody claims them, we'll usually cremate.
Do you have any bodies in the cellar of a better vintage? This one's a little bit too fresh.
Cat, no.
Sorry, I thought I mentioned it was a body cellar, not a wine cellar.
Yeah, I know what I said. I said what I meant.
All right, no, you stay over there. No cats allowed.
Gives out a little guttural growl. And
I could see them making a new sign just for this instance now. No cat.
Cat
allowed.
person! Cat, come on! Going.
Nom, 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 nom.
All right, and we're gonna do map change.
Cat offers.
Oh,
Cat
go ahead.
offers the halfling a ride on his shoulders.
That's okay.
Meow. Meow.
All right, you
Well,
go. You go halflingless on your shoulders, Yuji. You just walk together.
Can I check one of these bushes real quick for a grasshopper?
I'll allow it.
I'm just gonna go over here.
I
All
like-
cat.
I like that tone.
All cat.
allow it.
Randomly cat into the bushes. Just
Roll a
rummage
nature
around
check.
Just rummage around in the bushes while I look for my character sheet, and then I throw a nature check.
You jump in the bush with the enthusiasm that only a feline could muster, even though the bush is greatly under your size. And a few grasshoppers do pop out, but you can't really quite grab them. But you do manage to catch something. You have it in your paw now, clasped.
I want to open my paws to see what it is.
All right. It's a cicada.
You's a fucker, you know that, right?
It's a black widow spider. No.
Why didn't he eat it?
Yes, I was gonna say that. I'm gonna throw it in my mouth and eat it.
You hear a nice, satisfying crunch, and you give a bug-filled smile at your friends.
And say that's not what I was looking for. I'll try again later.
I'm just gonna turn away. I don't look at, and turn back to the gun. Just go, please, just go, just go.
Lead away. Quickly.
All right, so we lead away to the next area.
Faster.
I hope we can outrun the cat, though.
All right, thank you for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do all that. It's just all the other videos have that at the end. But the basically, yeah. What happened after the tavern, we moved on to the next area. The one shot actually begins after the next area. All of the coming up video next is improv, and our fourth player does join us in the process of it. So look forward to that. I'll post up the video next chance I get. First time really editing things. You could probably tell by the quality, so I'll get better as it goes along. But, well, I hope you enjoyed yourselves. You have a good day, and we'll see you again soon.